What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another That's Funny to Me episode. We air every Tuesday night at 9:30. Make sure you tell somebody. And if you're in the chat room, go ahead and like and share. Share and like and share. Tell somebody to come on in. You know, we got some funny comedians on the show. Then we tackle real life issues. So make sure you come on in. I want to go ahead and introduce my experts, my comic experts. You know, you see him on this show all the time, man. You might as well call him the co-host of the show. First, I want to welcome my good friend. He's in the car right now, Hank Denson. I don't know where he's going, but Hank,
where you going,
man?
Truth, brother. I'm going to get the truth. Going to get the truth about our people and our struggle.
I love your dedication to the show, man. That shows dedication. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna miss it. I'm gonna do the show in the car. Hopefully you don't get no accident.
I'm going to get that monologue you need to be working on.
All right, that's enough. He always got to do me like that, man. You know I ain't got no script. I be coming off the head. All right, next up, we got a man got back from Nigeria. I say that every week, like he's really from Nigeria, like he just got back from Nigeria. Oh, man, y'all welcome my other co-host, Wellington Ojukwu. What's going on, Wellington?
Hey, peace and blessings. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Wellington OJUKW. Appreciate you for having me once again, Brother Alton Walker. Let's get this show on the road. Amen.
Let's get it on the road, man. And this is my dog, man, the grumpy uncle, man. He hails from Mississippi. My other co-host, give it up for Marvin Hunter, man. Marvin Hunter, we missed you last week, man. We missed you last week, bro. Dog. What happened?
I'm with you now, though, dog. I'm with you now. Live from the basement, man.
Live from the basement. We got Marvin Hunter, man. Shout out to you. All right, y'all. It's been an interesting week. Last week, man, there's a lot went down. You know, let's just jump on. First of all, Wellington, are you gonna ever get a haircut?
Huh? People say what? Them days is over with, brother. None shall toucheth the locks on my hair. It is
Wellington,
the power
man,
of my Samsonites.
Wellington, man, we got to do something about this hair, man. Because I know you've been wearing that Scully, and I get it. You've been wearing that skull cap and trying to hide. But I know, all right, it's all good. All right. All right, so, man, let's jump into it, man. I saw this the other day, and it made me laugh. It is talking about the stimulus check, y'all. First of all, Trump said we're supposed to be getting another. You know, we're supposed to be getting another stimulus check. But it won't hurt them none because they done sent $1.4 billion to people that's dead. How about y'all use that money to send another check out? Yeah. Like, what is going on? Hank, man, when you saw that, man, what was your first thoughts, man?
This is my first time seeing it, and I'm sure there's some checks in the mail for some family members I need to go get, I guess. Because, put it like this, dude. They are not managing this money at all. They're not. And the thing is, these be lies. We read it, but they'll send this money to some their family members and other friends and said they deceased.
See, that's a good thought. I wouldn't have thought about that. So I'm gonna say, Marvin, would you keep some of that? If they sent that to some of your members, that would you keep it?
I already had folks call me about my daddy check. But where that? Did he get one? I'm like, why is you worried about that? I mean, I just don't understand how you call somebody and ask them that.
And ask that.
Deceased family member. Did he get his check? What? What is that?
I don't mean to
Bobby, what you?
He was like, yeah, they already called about my daddy's check.
Yeah, they already
let me tell you.
About my daddy's check, man.
I was stuttering about it because I ain't want to bring up that his parents passed away, but I kind of felt like
bro.
Did they call you?
Bro, people, and then they don't mean no harm. It's like they real serious. They serious. Like, did he get a check? Or what y'all gonna do with a check? What?
I don't mean no harm, bro. But did your dad
Hey,
man, I don't want.
Wellington.
I don't even know why why they send it dead people stimulate. It ain't gonna stimulate them, so I don't know what you're doing.
But shouldn't it? I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, where that money go? Like, if it did come, if your dad check did come, can you cash that thing? Like, would you keep it?
This my thing, man. They sending this money to these dead folks. Is people dead that still owe me money? Is there a way I can get that money? That's what I want to know. There's got to be a way for me to be able to go over there and pull that money from them people account that owe me. And I don't even understand how are dead people getting money, but we can't even get reparations. How did dead get money before black folks get reparations? How is that even possible? So you mean to tell me, man, come on, man.
It's a testament to
because I don't. This is my thing.
They'll be cutting checks for dogs soon.
It ain't like you can spend this money in heaven. It ain't like you can. They got a VIP section in heaven. Get out of here.
You can't spend the money. They trying to make sure they good. You know, they up there having clubbing right now, man. So you know they trying to make sure they get in.
Heaven is rent free. Heaven is rent free. When did God start charging mortgage rates? Do they have a housing that you got to pay for? What are you paying for in heaven where you need a stimulus check on earth?
That's that heavenly blessing. They probably up there like, thank you, Jesus. Like that.
It's a testament to how much of a circus the Trump administration is, man. It's like everything they do is crazy. It's just crazy. There's no oversight, nothing. Yeah,
it is, man. It is. But I had to talk about that because that was funny to me, man. But all right, moving on, man. Listen, you know, the comedy people getting out there, comedians getting back there out there on stage. But first of all, do y'all got any shows coming up? Y'all got any shows? As comedians, y'all got some shows coming up, Marvin?
Next month.
When?
Yeah, I got
next month.
Buffalo, New York next month.
Okay, because you know, DL Hughley, you know, he's got back out there, and you know, he was touring. I think this was his second weekend, and there's a clip of him passing out. Let's show that clip. This was in Nashville, and I think we all played Zanies before in Nashville.
Yeah.
If you had that clip.
He called it. They were immigrants. I got you.
Everybody just stay calm. We got it all under control here, y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, man. That was tough to watch for me, man. And then, you know, of course, he went to the hospital and they said he got coronavirus. Marvin, what's your thoughts on that, man, on DL?
First of all, DL might want to get some more security. How you going to tell him you got him and then let his head hit the floor? I don't know. What is that? His head hit the floor. I got you. And then probably.
I got
you. What is that?
We ain't nothing but comedians because
that's the first thing I noticed. His head did bounce off the floor like a basketball. You thought, I got you.
He did say I got you, and he didn't have it.
They didn't have it.
it.
Was a fumble. He fumbled it. It was a fumble. It was an intentional ground.
A fumble on the play.
Wellington, you shake your head, man. What's your thoughts on DL, man?
What Marvin just said, it reminded me of when Matt Ryan went all the way to the Super Bowl and was leading with 28 points, and then he blew the game just like that. You thought you had it, but you ain't have it. And you right, you gotta hire new security. He would have been fired as soon as I came to consciousness. As soon as I would have woke up, I was like, hey man, I felt that last thump. You got to go. These your walking papers right now. And
my head hurt.
The guy who's
hurting, brother.
Man, look, the guy who said everybody stay calm, everything is all right. No, it's not. No, it's not. You just saw what happened. Folks was worried. Folks were concerned. Get out of here.
What?
And that's a
I think I know
testament to
that
DL Hughley. DL Hughley was still killing right before he passed out. So salute to my brother DL, man. That man killed it right before he passed out. That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
But he's
Hey, what's your
passed out
thoughts, man?
again a second time.
My thoughts.
Well, after that?
What was
Yeah.
he doing there in the first place? Like, what's, you know what I mean? I know DL got a lot more money than all of us combined. So doing a show this
He loved that stage.
in Tennessee. I mean, I probably wouldn't even be leaving my city. He live in LA. I wouldn't leave my city, go to Tennessee to go do no show.
Yeah. But you know,
I heard this is the second time he passed out. Like, he passed out again recently. So he's passed out twice.
well, tell me. I mean, did he pass out? He passed out. I mean, after this video, he passed out again?
He passed out
He passed out again.
after this video, and he said it on the Trevor Noah show. He had to go to UCLA, check himself in the hospital. It sounded like to me he had a stroke, but that's just me, my medical background speaking, because he's speech. I didn't never hear nobody have a stroke from corona. So that was something that I picked up on. You see me giving the directions.
This is the first time somebody did a show with somebody in the car driving and giving directions. Yeah. Like this is like a straight up conversation. Hey, turn left, right here. Turn.
My younger brother.
Don't hit the dog. Don't hit the dog. Don't hit the dog.
My brother going home to Massachusetts, and he just moved here, so he don't know his way to the airport. And I can use my phone, but I'm on here with y'all, so you know. And content is content, King.
Content is content, man. But you know what? To this, man, I don't want to be a comedian. Did Marvin freeze up? What? I don't want to be a comedian. I thought you froze. No, you good. You good. But I'm tired of these comedians like dying out. Because like you said, D.L. Hughley, why are you still out there? But John Hinton from Living Single said he always been like that. Like he'll go do his show and record, tape all week and then do 6 or 7 shows for the weekend. And then get back like
pandemic. We talk about a pandemic. We ain't talking about just normal, regular living your life, hustling. We talking about people dying. So if you people dying,
and what's crazy is as comedians, we all talk privately and we all talk about it, our anxiety about the crowd and everybody's facing us with their mouth open laughing and stuff like that. Turns out the crowd got to be worried about the comedian because he got it. You know what I mean? So now he's exposed 200-300 people to it.
Right.
We living in strange
times,
man.
I know I spit on people sometime when I'm on stage. Spit come out all the time. What's up?
Yeah, you see it come out your mouth. You see it come out your mouth.
Yeah,
you
see you.
You can see it.
You juicy mouth. You real juicy mouth.
I just don't want to be that type of comedian. Like John Witherspoon was 100,000 years old, still doing six shows every weekend, man.
But
I don't know if I want to do that. Go ahead, Wellington.
They don't have to do it. They love it. And I understand that they got a love for it, man. DL got a love for comedy like that. And once again, I will say that his security fumbled the ball like Drew Brees saying, I will not agree with anybody disrespecting the flag during the national anthem. That's how bad security fumbled the ball.
How bad. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, we just got to do better. We got to take care of ourselves, man. I'm going to even tell you, like, even right now, and I shouldn't, I'm going to say it because, like Paul Mooney right now. Paul Mooney got dementia. He's still out on the road trying to do comedy.
They had to get him off the stage a couple of times by just going up there tapping him on his shoulder.
Hey, if you get out that car, man.
Yeah, I am. I'm moving. I'm moving to drive.
Yeah, what is going on here, man?
It's just watch this.
what is going on the show? This man,
Folks get
this
drunk
man,
at the airport.
what you?
Here we go. Game on.
Hey, man. But what you were saying, Marvin?
No, I say it's just some real stuff because I got a show in Buffalo, New York, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm paying attention to them numbers, and if them numbers keep going up, I ain't going.
Right?
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
I mean, I've been out. I've done a couple of shows.
The thing is, the money don't make sense. They trying to cut our money. All the shows that I've done, I got 3 more. All the shows
you
I've
don't
done.
talk till you get back, till you merge back in traffic. You don't talk till you merge back in traffic. You don't talk till you merge back in traffic.
Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you this. These security, the little cops that be at the airport in Atlanta, they funny as frog here, boy.
Oh my God. Hey, it's on the show driving. This is so funny, man. This is gonna be all right. Let's move on, man. Because this is hilarious. This is comedy in its own right here.
I just want to say this.
I hit him with the wave. See him? A fine self.
Do what you do, man. I just want to say this. If you don't have to get out there, ain't no need to get out there. As a comedian, ain't no need to get out there, especially since the clubs are cutting people's pay in half. Now, once again, salute to DL. We so happy you made it. His security fumbled the ball with DL. His security fumbled the ball like when the Seattle Seahawks went to the Super Bowl and refused to pass the ball. They was at the goal line and refused to pass the ball to Marshawn Lynch. That's how bad he fumbled.
Now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Did his hat ever come off? Because I don't think it did.
No. His hat didn't come off.
Was the hat and the hair a whole accessory? Is that together? How your hat don't come off? Your head hit the ground that hard?
Yeah, it didn't come off at all. What's so crazy?
That's a testament to the quality of his hats too. His hat is
his hat is expensive now. His hats are expensive. His hats be like $400 too. That hat better not come off.
Them cheap hats I have.
But this should show you how much clubs don't care. If comedy clubs cared, how in the world? Put it like this: if they bringing you in to make money, right, and they cutting the pay, they not even testing to see if you infected people. So what do they care about?
Okay, I thought you about to say they don't care about his hat, like his hats. But okay, I thought you about to read up ass back up. But hey yo,
that had to be about a $500 hat, but that thing still
that's a $500
like that.
And he probably didn't feel a thing, man. It's probably like a helmet. His hat's expensive, man. I know that for a fact. I tried to buy one, but I was like, I ain't doing it. But anyway, man, we prayers up to DL. They said he got corona. I feel a certain way about that, but you know, it is what it is. Those are my conspiracy theories. You know, I be feeling like they just said it because he's famous, like, you know. But it's real though. That coronavirus is real.
I think if you go to the hospital, you getting COVID. Everybody gonna say you got COVID. I don't even think you can go to a hospital now and not somebody say that they think you got COVID. I think everything, you can go in there and your toenail come off, they be like, that's COVID. So right now, I would.
Now go ahead, finish up.
Hey man, that bus just scared me. That bus just scared me. So let's merge. Let's merge.
Merge for your tongue.
Hey, bus. Bus, Hank.
Yeah, you ain't even got to look at the screen, Hank. Don't look at us. Don't look at us.
Yeah, don't look at us.
Don't you look
you gotta have it in the car. He said he gonna pull on.
That bus was coming fast. I was sitting like, yo, man.
Now y'all not gonna be judging my driving skills now. if you ever been in a car with more than one kid, you know how to multitask. Put that stop. Put your sister. Stop touching your sister. Give me that cup. I'm here go a napkin. You got it. So I'm good.
You good?
Good.
All right, so look, I was gonna talk. I want to go ahead and since we on the talks of coronavirus, I was gonna bring up another topic, but I want to just go on to your president.
Before you say that, I just want to say salute to Hank for stopping in that parking lot at the hotel. Are you at Motel 6? I don't know what's going on. It don't even matter. I will once again. DL security fumbled the ball like the San Francisco 49ers when they dropped Colin Kaepernick, and then Roger Goodell got the nerve to try to come back and tell somebody they should sign him. That's how bad his security fumbled the ball.
I feel like he's gonna bring that back up one more time. I just don't know when. So the goal is, if you in the comments, when will Wellington do this callback? In comedy, this is called a callback. I want to know if you feel like he's gonna do it, put it in the comments and say, okay, here it comes. If you feel like he's gonna do it one more time, y'all. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's coming. One more time. All right, y'all. Well, so speaking of Corona, man, your president, he had a rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which they said it's supposed to be 200-some thousand people, and I think 6,000 people showed up. So he didn't get the numbers he wanted. Hey, y'all, they said it was TikTok followers, users that bought the tickets up, or however they did it. Yeah, that's what they said. It was a bunch of people that were just getting tickets.
Yep, K-pop. The K-pop kids from Korea had bought a bunch of them. Had messed it up too.
Yeah, the tickets weren't for sale. They were reserved. They were reserved by other people. Other people went and copped it, like they went and reserved the tickets. It was multiple outlets that were taking the tickets, that were reserving the tickets. It was multiple outlets. Gossip of the City had people on blast, like go and get the tickets. It was a lot of real black platforms that were telling people to go ahead and reserve them tickets so we can show them how we really do. When you try to book a date on Tulsa, Oklahoma, out in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that's known for what they known for when it comes to Black Wall Street. On top of the date, I believe it was the date that it actually happened, the event.
What he switched it. He was supposed to do it on the 19th, and he switched it.
And then had the nerve to say he made Juneteenth famous. How arrogant!
Yo, look. Let me say this, dude. And all the presidents that we have ever had, dog, they talked about Bush so bad, but this dude is the dumbest dude I have ever. I mean, and I'm not talking about like as in politics. I'm talking about he is the dumbest person that I have ever seen. Like how?
So speaking of dumb, hold on, Hank. Speaking of what you said, let's just look at this clip of what he says about the coronavirus and the testing. Let's play this video and you'll understand what Hank is talking about. You're probably
when you do testing to that extent, you're going to find more people. You're going to find more cases. So I said to my people, slow the testing down, please. They test and they test. We got tests that people don't know what's going on. We got tests. We got another one over here.
Yeah,
dummy.
Yeah, that's what he said about the testing.
I often wonder if being that stupid is painful. I often wonder that about people. Is it painful to be that stupid, to wake up every morning and be like, you know what? I'm real dumb. I'm real dumb. I am diamond level dumb.
Diamond level.
I mean,
he
really is stupid. He really is a stupid man. He is not this genius businessman. He came into the game with money, and he did shady deals. He got more failures than he did. All this stuff is shady politics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they want to say he's a leader. There's a difference between being a dude in charge and being a good leader. There's a difference in that. You know, and he has zero leadership skills. Zero. And this is our president. It is like we're in a bad dream.
Yeah.
You know what it is, dude? The thing what kills me is like all of us, okay, except for we have sons, right? And that his son's a young age. I have never seen a man that have a son that don't never have his son with him through nothing. Like, it's like, yo, no matter what I'm doing, I don't mess with my family. Like, every president that we've seen, we know they kids. We don't see this dude with nobody. His wife,
nobody.
His son ain't never with him. Nobody don't want to be bothered with this dude. So it's like, and then the thing is, you know how we watch a recording of our comedy shows, we be like, oh, he get to watch how dumb he is 18 times a day. And it don't swag. He be like, oh, that was brilliant. And he'll go back and retweet it. He's like, oh,
and he don't apologize. He don't apologize at all either, man.
Hey,
his wife don't mess with him. His son don't mess with him. I mean, it's amazing.
Hey, his wife don't mess with him because she's still taking English classes right now. She getting tutored right now. She too busy trying to learn the language of America and the UK. That woman is too busy right now. And when he said,
I feel sorry for her.
Slow the numbers, when he said slow the testing numbers down, so we won't have high cases or a high number rate of COVID cases, it sounded like the same thing. It sounded like something that a comedy club owner would say. Hey, the less people you count, the less money we got to pay these comedians. So just stop counting all the bodies that come in here, so we ain't got to give them as much cash at the end of the night. That's what it sounds like.
Right. But you know, I'm reading something because I had she's a professor. I'm trying to find her what she said. Yeah. So I was talking to I was talking to someone about it because I posted about it, and she was saying a lot of these tests are inaccurate. So they're showing up positive when people are not really positive. So that's what he means, you know, slow them down. And she was suggesting that we only test people that are actually sick. Because like you said, it seems like anybody that go to the hospital, they coming back with COVID, like DL Hughley. So do we really got COVID, or is that test inaccurate?
Well,
they tried.
Hold on. Go ahead, Wellington.
They tried to give George Floyd COVID-19. They tried to say George Floyd had COVID-19 at the time of his untimely passing, and that's crazy to me that they keep trying to give it to everybody. Like, you could come in, somebody could fall off a roof, and then they test him. All of a sudden, he got COVID-19. Y'all keep saying everybody that's getting hit that show up there got COVID-19. They probably said the people that got 1.4, all them dead people that got $1.4 billion dollars in stimulus checks probably tested for COVID-19 as well. If you test them right now, they probably got COVID-19.
If we dig them up, what you talking? Hey,
so that's what he. So what you think, Hank? So should we?
More money. The billing code for COVID-19 is higher. So if you say that a person has COVID, it automatically influxes a whole bunch of more money to the facilities because they're on COVID. Just like when women go in to have, and you hit on this before, Wellington, when women go in to have procedures or baby neonatal care, whatever, they will tell a woman that she needs a C-section when she does it, because it is an actual procedure that bills out more money. So a lot of stuff that you don't need. And that's the nature of the business. If you go in there and you're hurt, your shoulder hurts, they're going to give you injections, just to build a case so that they can submit it to your insurance to get a procedure on your shoulder that you may not even need. So you'll go to physical therapy, and they do all that just to build a case. So COVID has been an easy write-off. So somebody comes in and the hospital's like, well, our numbers are down. We hadn't seen that many COVID patients, and we furloughed a lot of our staff. I got 5 people in here, they could have COVID symptoms. we're going to get an extra $30,000 for saying they got COVID. Wouldn't you say they got COVID? Because medicine is practicing.
Man,
it's not an exact
it
science.
is.
So you're not dead on. You can die. That's why you have malpractice insurance, because you can be like, well, that's what I thought. And that's what it presented as. So that's why they say presented as. There's no direct science to what COVID is. That's why they can't figure out what kind of flu, what kind of vaccination they're going to give us, because it's not a direct science. They're trying to find something. They don't even know how many antibodies it takes, all that stuff. So we walking around, the first thing they can say, the easiest thing to do is COVID. Quarantine yourself for 14 days. So now what you think that did to the press and everything for them saying he had COVID? That gave more fuel to what they were talking about, more energy, more vaccine, more push. So are we upset about Africa now, them giving injections and vaccines in Africa, now that DL Hughley, one of our own, is sick? Or it's a juggle of our brains.
Yeah, it is.
But
it is.
So it's a lot to it. I just tell cats all, don't eat the donut chicken fried sandwich. Drink some damn water. Oh, did I cuss? I'm sorry. Drink some water.
Hey.
You're gonna be okay.
Hey, don't look now. Your left shoulder, like a "Make America Great Again" truck just pulled up real close.
You see it? You see it? It got
He zoomed up on it.
That seems too close. That seems too close, sir.
Hey, he got 25s on it. So this wasn't a white dude. This is a black dude.
Okay.
Okay. He got 25s on the pickup. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me say this. Let me say this
it's
though.
missing a door.
Yeah,
it's missing a bunch of stuff.
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
You got a lot of more testing being done, and people are mad about that, and Trump's trying to play off of that. But what they cannot disguise is the beds are filling up again. The hospital beds are filling up again with people who actually are sick. So you say, well, we tested more. That's what. No, but that don't account for the hospitals filling up again. You know what I'm saying? So something's going on, man.
I'm gonna tell you now, though, Hank, what you said, something that I really didn't think about, but I just been getting into stock trading, and the money they throwing in, like Trump just, from what I heard, I forgot what he called it, but he got like companies like Johnson & Johnson, Merck, and it's a couple of like 3 other companies
Procter and Gamble. He got a lot of them, P&G,
to figure out a
Johnson,
vaccine.
Yeah.
Like their jobs is to figure out a vaccine, and so his money's I'm talking about being dumped out just to try to figure out a vaccine for this COVID-19. So it makes sense to make the numbers go up, but I'm trying to figure out why would he say slow down the testing if he knows it's gonna make him money. So it's something about his rhetoric that
I want to know is who are the dummies? Who are the dummies that were at the rally when he was saying slow down the testing? They were like, yeah, slow down the testing. What?
I got you. The same one. Let me show you this video.
Using a racist term, kung flu. The same one.
Let's show the video. Show the video of this is the same dude. So what it makes is I just want to hear their response when he called him the kung flu virus.
Without question, has more names than any disease in history. I can name kung flu. I can name 19 different versions of names.
That tap dancing Negro, when they strategically put them tap dancing Negroes behind them. Oh,
they had a whole section.
Go to sleep.
Wellington, what you thought about, man? About the kung flu virus comment?
I mean, it sounded like Trump. They was egging him on. They was cheering for him. They was high-fiving each other. He said kung flu. Yay! Ray Trump. Praise white Jesus. Hallelujah, brother. Amen. They was, you know how they do. They were pumping them up. Lower the testings. No more testings. Yay!
Like if it wasn't so I hate to say this, man. If it wasn't so racist, man, that was pretty clever though, man. Like
They say Kung Fu.
It's funny. Yo, he's super. He must
have,
as
a comedian, it's pretty clever.
Writers. If he came out and said to us after he's not, if he wasn't president anymore, and he comes out and goes, you know what? I had writers from SNL and Comedy Central writing for me. We would be like, yo, I knew it. Brilliant.
He put
man. It was offensive.
I don't think nobody
but it's very creative, but it was offensive, man. I wouldn't say
Trump.
Like that,
Trump get the same place he gets his news is the same place he gets his jokes, and it's from Twitter. Anything that Trump is telling you about, he got it from Twitter. That's the same place he gets them jokes. Ooh, they said Kung Fu. I'm gonna say that at the rally. Yay!
Well, I would say this, man. We need to pray for his wife, man, because I really don't think she want to be there. You can see it in her face. I feel sorry for her.
Hey,
I feel sorry for her, man.
Man,
I really do feel sorry for her.
She didn't learn. She
live a good life
because she said the other day to us, people from various backgrounds. What is backgrounds? What is that? What is backgrounds?
That's
the difference. You mean backgrounds? What is background?
No,
background.
That's when you drop your breakfast on the floor.
What you say, Marvin?
Backgrounds. People from various backgrounds.
So before we move on with this coronavirus, how y'all feel about them testing the vaccines in Africa? And I'll start with Wellington because you got background in Nigeria.
You from Africa?
I mean,
first of all,
go ahead.
First of all, let me say this, man. They are actually allowing the vaccines to be tested in South Africa. And I feel that Africa, if you haven't learned yet, I can't, like white folks, when was the last time white folks actually did something nice for y'all without messing the whole country up? White people have come to Africa with white Jesus and AIDS. What do you expect them to give you when it comes to this vaccine? Nothing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust them. I just wouldn't trust them, period. Y'all gonna have to get out of my country. They coming over there taking your diamonds, your gold, and everything. Buying up land. Why are they even allowed to buy up land in Africa when you can't even buy no land here unless you're a citizen? They gotta stop. That's my thoughts.
I thought Africa was like one of the last countries to even get the virus.
Exactly.
Oh, well, they say it's ramping up over there, and there's no doubt in my mind that the media does so much lying. Ain't no telling what's the truth. Ain't no telling if the numbers are the truth. Ain't no telling if they're much things. This is a money grab. This is a money grab at best. It's like watching Mission Impossible, but only we're not going to be saved by Tom Cruise because the virus done already hit, and they've already start making money off of it by saying, oh, we got a vaccine coming. They ain't got it back. They gonna inject you with the same thing they inject the flu people with. That's the same thing. The same vaccine that they inject people with flu is the same thing they put in that COVID-19 thing they got right now. So it's it's so many lies going on. You don't know what to believe.
Marvin, would you have something to say about that?
Man, why are they testing in Africa and it started over in China? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
Tested over there. You know what I mean? It's I can tell you one thing, they rushing it, and I'm not gonna take that thing, that vaccine, because they rushing it, man. They ain't tested on no sheep, no monkey, no frog, no pig, nothing. The normal steps that go along with testing stuff usually take a couple years. Y'all done ran this through a couple months and gonna use humans and guinea pigs. You lost your freaking mind. And I'm not one of these people just against vaccines, but I'm not gonna take this one because y'all rushing it.
Yeah. I know, Hank, you know more about, vaccines and medicine, man. I mean, I just don't feel like it's safe.
Dude, it's like you said, it's a money grab. It comes down to, like, why would you, first of all, you tested in Africa where they had the lowest rate of what, and they were saying, oh, it's because it's so densely populated. All right, then. So, okay, we look at how we do it in look at the United States, dude. We live in Georgia, where the CDC is, and this was one of the first cities to open up and cut hair and do. Dude, can we? It's on the wall. Like it's a system set up one to mess with us, because if we don't
Right.
see it, it's because
Right.
they keep saying, "Oh, black people are dying at alarming rates, alarming rates." Okay, now show me these black people. One. My wife was
Right.
saying that. I was like, what are the numbers like at the hospital? My wife works at the hospital. She was like, it's not all the black people that they're saying it is. I'm like, okay. But they keep saying it's affecting black people, killing black people at an alarming rate. Okay. Is it now?
Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah.
just people are, because think about it. Now they're saying, now it's going to be equated to where these black people are protesting, so they're close together, and that's making, all right, so when we go to the protest, all the white people that's there not getting it, because they the ones out here burning down the buildings, so they out here too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot.
I don't like it, man.
It's a lot.
I don't like it at all, man.
We are living in weird times, fellas. It's just weird, man.
And now we got a dusty storm, a sandstorm coming from Africa.
Yeah, my wife was telling me about that. Some kind of sandstorm. Like, what is that?
I know it's all
I ain't read about that.
Hey, tell them about this sandstorm.
Because I ain't heard about no
sandstorm. It's coming from Africa. It's a sandstorm that's gonna come. It's gonna mix in the rain, and it's gonna be sand and mud. Oh, dude,
Are you telling me sand came all the way across that water?
It's gonna be a weather event.
Dude, there's
that's a long way
in that sandstorm.
It gets up in the atmosphere,
there's an alien shit
in the weather, and they said it's gonna come down. Now we got to deal with the murder hornets, the sand, and the COVID and the racism.
You know how far. You know how far Africa is, and so the same sand over in Africa is coming.
Sandstorm, and they saying they're gonna come over here.
Well, you about
nowhere else.
Let me tell you something. That sandstorm ain't gonna make it the same way the murder hornets ain't made it. They were all, let me tell you, all of them were banned at the border. Trump done banned sand African storms, and Trump done banned murder hornets. You cannot, those countries, all them countries that's pumped, you ain't seen that now one of them. Anybody seen the murder hornet? Has anybody heard of the murder hornet's body count? The murder hornet ain't even caught a body, but we calling him a murder hornet. You might as well call him a Christian killer. He ain't killing nobody.
You know they call him a murder hornet because he was black and yellow.
Well, all I know is big as a hummingbird, and I don't do critters. So I don't do weather hornets.
Hey,
if he was white, he would have been called a butterfly.
Hank did that pause. Hank did that pause.
It's black and yellow. It's a murder. Hey, it's a thug hornet.
Let's move on because we got that much time left. So I want to jump into this conversation with last week. You know, Sean King. I don't know if those who don't know who Sean King, you can look him up. He's an activist. So last week he had a comment about white Jesus. If you could pull it up, you could basically he was just saying that, you know, they all need to come down. You know, all the murals and stained glass windows of white Jesus and his mom and friends all need to come down. They are a form of white supremacy. They create a tool of oppression. It's a racist propaganda. They all should come down. I posted about this and did a video, and I'm telling you, man, I had, most of the people that were mad, of course, were white people of my comment about this, because I was trying to tell, you know, I was just saying I kind of agree. Why would you still have up murals of someone that it's facts he's not white? So why is he still up? Marvin, what you thought about that when you read that?
I agree with him. It ain't gonna happen, but I agree with what he's saying. I mean, Jesus wasn't white. I mean, you know, I don't believe that. You know, so it's just another thing to perpetuate, to push forward this myth of white superiority. I mean, it's kind of common sense, you know. But what I trip on is the amount of black people who come for Shaun King, man. I don't get it. I don't understand when they say some people say he's a charlatan or they find something wrong. It's like black people got disease, man. It's like we look for the we can't receive the positive because we always look for the negative, man. And it's just, you know, now he getting death threats. He getting these cops and stuff like that, threatening his life and plotting against him. It's I don't know the brother. I don't know the brother, but I just wish we wouldn't just, you know, look to tear down people who trying to do something positive for us so much, you know.
Right. Hey, what was your thoughts on that? On taking down white Jesus, or your thoughts about white Jesus?
First of all, here go the black dude who owned the truck.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let me say this. It is not the symbolism. It is not what's messing us up. The symbolism is not what got us. If you change all the Jesus's faces to brown, we still read the same words in the Bible that they're using a lot of the times to control how we move through our lives. We are a forgiving people because we think we're going to heaven because we forgive, but we don't live by that Bible where a 2 for eye for eye, 2 for a tooth. A lot of the stuff that's going on. I grew up. I'm a Pentecostal kid, Church of God in Christ. My father's doctor in theology.
Yes, sir.
So let me tell you something. We used to have a lot of battles about, okay, so if the pastor want us to give 10% of his money or tithes and all this other stuff, when it come down to kids going to college, why isn't the church doing this for the schools and this and this? And my parents would look at me like I was a charlatan, a heathen. And I'd be like, well, we putting so much money and time into this business.
Yeah.
And my father, you don't know, you don't understand. I'm like, well, the Bible is telling you to take care of your people. And so I don't think it's so much bigger than just the color. Because some people, it don't matter what color Jesus was, they just need something. And that's why they're attacking Shaun King or anybody that has any kind of control. Because anytime you talk and you get black people to move and a number in control, they try to find some way to go in there and break up that person. The fact that anybody, that's why it bothers me so much that so many comedians have millions and millions of followers. Now, if you put 3 of those cats together and can say something smart in a consortium to move some numbers, you'll watch how things get done. But nobody wants to do that. Everybody wants to stand alone and be like, this is me, this is me. No, dog, we can all eat. But that's not how it works. So
what's that word you use, man?
Changing the color don't change the message.
What's that word, though, that you use, man? That was a good word.
Consortium.
Consortium. That's good.
You know, I'm trying to keep up with Marvin Hunter. He has a stupid.
Yeah, because I would have never used that word. I would have never used consortium.
We know.
You know what? We'll move on. Wellington, what you thought of? Wellington, what's your thoughts on white Jesus, man?
Shaun King has the right idea that we have all been saying. How you got someone from that geographical location looking like a whole European Mick Jagger? Jesus don't look like Mick Jagger. Jesus ain't with the Rolling Stones. Why y'all got Jesus out here looking like he done did P90X out in 2000 BC or whenever he was out there? You can't do that to nobody. You got white Jesus looking like Obi-Wan Kenobi. You got this man up here playing Jedi mind tricks on the whole group of the black culture. That's crazy to me. And here's another thing. If they found out that Jesus was brown, Jesus will probably be brought up on some extra charges right now. If they found out Jesus was brown, they would probably get a Karen out there to test for sexual assault. Jesus will probably have 8 sexual assault cases right now if they find out he brown. If they know the true Jesus, he gonna have about 8 sexual assaults. It's gonna be in there. They gonna come up with it.
I told him, you know. Go ahead.
Because on top of that, here's the other thing. This is my thing though. For all the black pastors that live in these black communities and take these black dollars into your church, and you got the nerve to hang up a photo of white Jesus, you dropped the ball like DL Security when he tried to catch him as he was falling off the chair. That you dropped the ball like that.
There it is. Yo, you gotta
There
make
it
drop
is.
the ball like Matty Ice played the lost 28
There it is.
to 3.
There it
There's a
is.
comment.
There
But
it
look,
is.
man,
The callback is a beast, dog.
I did
callbacks.
I did a video, like I said, and I truly, like I said, it's facts that Jesus is not white. And I did have a lot of them say, you know, it doesn't matter the color, you know, Jesus is love. And I was like, well, if it don't matter, then put up a black Jesus, put up a Italian Jesus, an Asian Jesus, like put up other Jesus in your church if it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But it does matter to them.
Using that same Christianity to justify why you're treating black people like you do.
And they done that. And that's what I'm saying. These are the same people that use the Bible to keep us oppressed. You know, y'all, the Bible does say it. The Bible in there says, obey your slave master. And I'm like, you want me to obey first? If this God that looks like you is telling you to tell me to obey you, and you beat me, you really want me to serve that God? Is this the same God? Like the same God you serve that you hanging us, you raping our daughters, and you're teaching me a God that you pray to, and you want me to pray to that same God, and you treat me like this. And I'm trying to figure out why white people are mad that we don't want to serve a white Jesus. Like we don't want to believe in that. I don't get it.
Because we were never supposed to be free, brother.
We're never supposed to have a voice. We're always supposed to be subservient. It's like, it's like, and being from Mississippi, I say this a lot. Even white people who claim to really like and be nice to black people, there's a way that they do it. It's like almost like a favorite pet, a favorite dog. Like you shower that dog with treats, and you treat that dog exceptional as long as that dog stays in his place. When that dog go to turn over trash can, when that dog go to barking all night, keeping you up, that dog gotta go. And it's almost with a lot of white people, they treat us like that. They'll treat us nice as long as we don't make any waves. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that is that low-key racism that really only people in the South know about that. Like you could be nice as hell to me as long as I don't make you uncomfortable. I can't do that. Now I'm the enemy.
You can't be too smart. Can't be too smart.
Okay,
think about it. It's like the first time you spoke up for yourself against your parents. So as soon as you were like, as soon as you said something, like your parents been taking care of you all your life, right? You do what they say. You don't talk back. You don't say nothing. Then you get to 12, 13, you smelling yourself, and you rear up, and your parents will look at you like, oh, the whole relationship changed. That's what that is, dog. You don't know who your kid is. The thing is, they never knew who we were gonna become. They thought we were gonna be the people that they took uneducated, do what we say, but they never knew we were gonna be these people. They didn't know we were gonna be this smart, intelligent. We were gonna invent stuff. We could structure our own lives. We could do all that. We were Republicans back in the day. We know how to make an infrastructure, move money, do all that, take care, educate our family. We're God's people. We are kings before we were God's people. So we ain't dumb. The fact that we're doing this show right here. Marvin is a welder. No telling what Wellington know. No telling what this African brother know. I seen him say so much profound stuff. I be like, where you get that from? Oh, and you put this together. Now you think about all the smart and the educated, and Rita Brent ain't even here. And think about what we doing now compared to what they doing on TV, on NBC or whatever. The thing is, they don't expect us to be here and doing what we're doing, so it makes them sick. And then they can do all the stuff to us, give us a disease, give us food, put us in food deserts, make sure we don't have money, and what? We still show up and still have whatever we're supposed to have in life. And then we suppress how much we hate them. We can walk right up to you, shake your hand, be like, I hate you, Mr. White Man. But you'll be like, let's do this business though.
I'm going to if you see me say what you just said again, exactly like that, I like. If you ever see me say your speech, don't get mad, because that was profound like that. And you're probably gonna see me say that.
That was a great analogy, man. Because I'm sure all of us can think back to being a child, and our parents are not perfect, but our parents might be on some BS. That first time you showed your parents that you knew they was on some BS. Woo! Wasn't that was an eye-opening experience for them, because they sitting there now, they have controlled you, they think they have pulled the wool over your eyes. And then you explode it. No, I see you. I see that. And like they don't know how to handle that. That's how white people are. When we say, hey, and I see what you're doing.
And that's how parents and their kids fall out, because they're like, look, I've been watching you do this for years, and this is not right. So I'm learning this with my kids. I'm looking at my kids like, yo, look, I ain't the authority. I ain't authority on how your life is supposed to be. So let me fall back, because this is what America should have did. It should have fall back and let us grow. And then we wouldn't have had half the problems that we have with money in other countries. Because you know what? We would have been doing exchange with one of the richest continents in the world. And we would have been doing business back and forth. We wouldn't have had to worry about China. China wouldn't have owned half of us. So this is why Akon is over there building a $6 billion city. Come on. This is stuff that we touch. We influence, from the sneakers we wear on our feet to the hair to the music. Come on, man. And they walking around just trying to figure out how they can put their little pale thumb on us. It ain't big enough. It ain't big enough. It's not. So it's that analogy that, okay, and right now we figuring it out. We figuring it out now how we gonna live under the new COVID. How we gonna figure out how we gonna make money now, because our jobs have changed. You think this is stopping us? Look at us, how vibrant we are.
So yeah, man. But no, that was a great analogy from Hank, man. Wellington, did you have anything else you wanted to say on this?
Hey, what he said is true. I definitely agree with him. I do think, they know our potential. That's why they burnt the books. That's why they burnt our history. They know our potential because they seen it in our history. They wouldn't have burnt our books or our educational systems. They took all that from us because they knew our progress is a threat to their supremacy. That's why every time we come up and every time we outlive every 400 years of oppression, they looking at us like we can't stop these people. So they try so much. That's why they hire people like Candace Owens and Terry Crews and other Black people to deflect from the nonsense that's being done. They are just distractions. They are deflectors. Yeah. They use them to throw us off our game, and it's not gonna happen. We see the game, we peaked it, we done with it. Look at how crazy they're going over the Bubba Wallace, not the Bubba Wallace, but them removing the Confederate flag from NASCAR. They losing it. They losing it.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, it's just when Sean King said that, to be honest, I don't care what Jesus is. If you believe in Jesus, I do. I don't care. But I'm not gonna allow you to make him look white. He's not white. You're not gonna do that. You're not like we know where he's from. You know where he's from. Do not make somebody white that is not. That is just completely wrong. And I feel like they've been doing it for years. And even when it comes to color, everything Black is bad. And we were raised to believe that. Everything that's Black is Gothic, is evil. And everything that's white is good, it's wonderful, and I'm tired of that. And our kids are raised to believe that. And so when you see Black, I ain't gonna lie, I saw a preacher preaching the other day. He was white, And he was like, you know, God's gonna deliver you from the darkness. And I got mad. I was like, why the darkness, brother? Why you can't?
Right.
Why I gotta be in a tuition?
Deliver me?
Like,
I like to give a shout out to white people who actually get it though. There's white people out there that actually get it. They get it, and I want to give a shout out to them. You know, I appreciate. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I appreciate your common sense, man. You get it.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm tired of it.
We don't want white people like during these times. White people think we want to do something. What can I do? What can I do? We don't really want you to do anything, but just understand and get. That's it. Just understand and get out of our way.
Yeah,
you know.
That's what I want to. That's what I want to tell the white folks. We just want you to listen. So if you're not coming under our comments to listen and understand, and you want to debate about what we feel and how we feel about America, that's wrong. You can't do that. Listen. That's all we want y'all to do.
And let me ask y'all this: isn't it just pure white privilege that you get to correct me when you think of it? Like, you know, like a child almost. Like you feel like it's your ordained right to come in and correct me.
Policing us.
You don't tell me how I'm supposed to feel about racism. You don't tell me how I'm supposed to react to racism. That is white privilege right there, cut dry, man. That you feel like you get to come and tell me how I'm supposed to feel.
Right.
You can't tell somebody how to feel.
But the thing is, it's like this. Nobody can tell you how to be mad. Nobody can tell you how to apologize. People can't tell you how to feel about somebody treating you. The thing is, it's like there's a picture in their head where they think that you're not a slave. You're not a slave, Hank. So why does it feel like, but there's so many things around me that oppress me? Like there's a thing about that some of my, even in my neighborhood, white people feel like they gotta police us. Like I was like, my HOA was like telling me, I'm like, wait a minute, my house costs more than yours. So why are you trying to police what we doing over here where we own ours? Well, you can't go in there. Who are you? Who are you? Right. That's the problem that we have. Stop trying to police us. If you say something to, like we know as black people, if you got an opinion for a brother, you're going to be like, hey, bro, can I tell you something? Do you want to hear what I got to say? White people come right in. Let me tell you something. No. You wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong. Yeah. It's no consideration for your space, your energy, your time, or and then the thing is, you get judged from the door, like what you know. You don't know what I know. You have no idea. Right. You assume because this color has a ceiling on it, so you don't know what I know. You have no idea. Like the dude was,
and you never experienced it.
He said, because I told him I work NASCAR, and I said I used to be all up in the pits, and I'm like, that looked like a noose. I said I've been in the pits doing pit tours. I ain't never seen nobody tying no knot like that. I said I've never seen nothing like that. Well, you know, I'm like, no, dude. I've done 22 races for 3 years straight. And I've been all through the pits. Yeah. They don't do all that. And I said, and
Bubba Wallace said he didn't do that. Bubba Wallace said
what they didn't tell you is the logistics for NASCAR is impeccable. How do you move 500,000 people from city to city to city, and you don't know where everybody is? They have sight. They know every person, piece of material, everything that moves through that NASCAR family. There's nothing you can't move around that place and people don't see you. There's billions of cameras. They have cameras and people who sight the cars to tell the cars how to go around in the circle. So they see everything. They know exactly who did it. They know how it happened and when it happened. They even knew that Bubba Wallace was going to be in that pit because they already have logistics mapped out for 22 cities. They got to count the tires. They got to count the oil. They got to count how many stops. And you telling me you didn't see that daggone knot?
And the coincidence that it's only in his garage. Wellington, you got any words on this? Before we move on to our last.
Let me. Which one are we on? We on the Bubba Wallace or we on which we?
Well, that's what you want to address. We're still talking about the colorism, you know, the Jesus, but you know, he did mention Bubba Wallace.
First of all, I just wanted to say something about the how white folks have been responding. And yes, we do want to say, all right, cool. I'm glad other white folks get it. I'm glad y'all get it. But after the way they behave with the removal of the Confederate statue monuments, the question of Jesus, why is Jesus being white to brainwash everybody else? This is exactly why I'm not surprised at why white folks' kids put their ass in, I'm sorry, why white folks' kids put them put them in nursing homes at the age of 42. I'm not surprised. I understand now. I see why white kids can't wait to get their parents out the house and put them in nursing homes. You be seeing white parents in nursing homes at 39. It's a white parent right now in a nursing home at 38, right now, still working out because their kids is tired of them. Yeah. I get it now.
Yeah, man.
I say about with the statues. I say with the statues, I don't really care about the statues coming up or down. What we need to do is, why can't we put up all our Black history? Let's put up monuments where they burn down cities. Let's go to Wilmington, North Carolina, and let's put up the stories in a monument about how they killed all them people there. Let's go to Rosewood and put all that up. Let's put up the other side of the stories. We put up one statue. Us taking their statues down is still not telling the story why we had to take that statue down. If we want to put up stories, let's put up
because here's the thing with me.
Right next to Roosevelt, let's put up all the people or the story about how Roosevelt was pillaging and tearing, killing people, and then you see how
that's what I'm saying.
Keep that statue up.
And that's my thing with me. Like, it was a lady came under my comment. We're gonna move on. This lady came in my comment. She was just talking about the statues and why. And I just asked her, I said, if your mom ever been raped by someone, would you want his statue up in the middle of your city? She could not respond. She couldn't respond. It's because it's like, and I notice every time I hit a point, they come back and try to redirect the conversation to something else.
Yep.
Every time.
Yep.
That's how we feel.
Because you know, I feel you. I mean, it's just like with Ahmaud Arbery. Everything that happened is so enraging and sad. But the thing that sticks out to me is when it initially happened and the DA was saying, if he just would have complied with them. Why do we have to comply with a regular citizen? Don't give a damn. Excuse me. I don't care what you asking me. I don't care what you asking me. It doesn't matter what you say to me. You can say whatever. I don't have to listen to you. You're a regular person out here. I don't have to stop and be interrogated by some regular person.
Right.
But
it's not that. Breonna Taylor was asleep after her shift at work. You don't expect nobody to bust in your house and shoot you and kill you.
Right.
So you can't sleep as Black. You can't walk as Black. You can't drive as Black. You can't drink. You can't eat as Black. You can't. What can you do? I would sleep in my house where I pay my bills. You broke in my house thinking I had drugs. My husband protecting us shot at the door. You shot up everybody. Now they're not going to find my killer? They're not going to arrest anybody?
But the sad thing about that is that they fired the dude. So how you fire somebody if you don't think he's wrong in his action and he's not charged? But, that's a whole other conversation. We're going to be running out of time.
The only thing that we as Black people can do is not make white folks uncomfortable and pray that they continue to be nice to us. It's like that's what they expect us to do.
Yeah, I'm making it. Say what I said. I'm not being apologetic about it. So we're gonna close out with this, man. 4th of July this weekend, man. What y'all got? Should we celebrate? Are you celebrating 4th of July? You gonna get out there and barbecue?
Is it this weekend?
Yeah, 4th of July. Because today is Tuesday.
Hey, this is what I wanted to say about that. I'm gonna wait till you done.
Go ahead, man. 4th of July, man.
This is what I wanted to say about the Bubba Wallace noose. before I talk about this 4th of July. Just real quick. I'm gonna keep it quick. I'm not surprised Bubba Wallace had a noose hanging up at his NASCAR event. However, I am surprised that I have not seen a noose at Starbucks hanging up at one frosty morning. I'm surprised about that. I'm surprised I haven't seen the noose hanging up around Papa John's where they serve bigot pepperoni pizzas. I'm surprised about that. And I'm also surprised that Cracker Barrel, of all places, they have not found a noose at the Cracker Barrel. I'm surprised about that. That's what I'm surprised about. Now, the 4th of July weekend, I'm a barbecue like everybody else. I'm gonna barbecue some asparagus tips and some broccoli and some cabbage heads and continue about my day. I don't necessarily celebrate the 4th of July like everybody else will celebrate America's independence, because I've been knowing about Juneteenth. I've been on my Juneteenth. So 4th of July is just another day for me.
Yeah. Hank, what you got going on? Get rid of it or 4th of July? Yeah.
We never really celebrated. It always rains, or we go over Marvin's house.
Hey, we sure do. I think I've been at your house for the last 2 years.
Yeah. So
yep.
We can't go over Marvin's and get no bacon wrapped cabbage and all that.
Man.
So hey, we gonna be at the house eating keto food.
Cause Marvin ain't letting y'all over there. I'll tell you that now.
I've been cooking out every other day anyway, just out of boredom. So it'll be another day. It'll be another day.
Sure. What? Before I go, man, give me. All right. So here's the question. Give me a holiday we should get rid of, and what would you replace it? What made up holiday you would replace it with? All right. So I'm gonna give y'all a second to think. Wellington, you ready? What's a holiday you get rid of? And what would you replace it with? Like, what would you make up a holiday? What would it be?
Let's go ahead and get rid of Halloween. Halloween should have been done with. All these pedophiles around here, and you still taking your kids to their house? I'm good. We ain't got to take these kids no more people's houses. Stop knocking on doors. We ain't got to celebrate a day for people to put on masks and all that. And they don't want to put on masks now. So they'll put on a mask when it comes to getting candy. So, but they don't want to put on no mask to save their lives, but they'll put it on to get some candy. So we can go ahead and quit Halloween. We done with Halloween.
What you gonna replace it with?
Let's give it a Father's Day again. We should get a second Father's Day, because Father's Day keep falling on the worst days. I don't know what happened. Father's Days, they treat Father's Day like step pops, or they treat Father's Day like substitutes, like a substitute celebration day. That's what they treat Father's Day like. So we need a legit. They treat Father's Day like substitute teachers or something. We need a legit celebration of Father's Days. So just how you got a fan page, they treat Father's Day like it's a fan page. We need an official Father's Day. That's what we need to call it. Official Father's Day.
Marvin, what you got? What will be your what you get rid of?
Well,
what you replace with?
I would say Halloween is worthless too, and then they didn't got too good with the makeup, because I'm scared. And they got a child coming to the door with the costume, look like she holding her own head in her hand. I'm gonna kick your baby across the yard. You ain't finna have a child showing up to my house looking that scared. I'm too scared, man. The costumes are getting too good. You know, your child showing up with one eye out and blood on his face. Now I'm trying to put some Neosporin in his bag. You know, I can't. The costumes the makeup is getting too much. Remember back in the day, Hank, all we got was a little mask, like a little mask you couldn't even breathe through, and you had your regular school clothes on. You had the regular school clothes on, and you had a regular a bag from the grocery store. That was your Halloween bag. And it's too much. Now what I would replace it with.
Hey,
and what I was
Marvin. Marvin, you got to be careful with the bag Halloween joke. Mark Curry gonna have you on his next show next time. You put another joke about a Halloween bag because he already got on Steve Harvey. Don't you come up on Mark Curry's good graces?
Oh man, I don't even
you know he
what
owns the rights to Halloween bags. It don't matter. He owns the right to anything.
All
I know is them kids be looking too real when they come to your door.
What you gonna replace it with though?
Man, I don't know. Training time out for white folks for them to have training.
There's gonna be a holiday.
Yeah, holiday training time out for white people to sit down and get some sensitivity training or something like that.
They got to go through a 9 to 5 training all day.
Yeah,
white folks.
Yeah, all day. All day.
All right, hey man, we're gonna end with you, man. What'd you get rid of and what you replace it with?
We can get rid of all the President's Days. We don't need them. I don't need a mattress. Stop trying to sell me a mattress. I don't know what it is with furniture and rooms to go in President's Day that has to do with a couch.
Oh! Oh, where's gone, man? Ain't gone, man. Ain't just well, all right, y'all. Just do sign language real quick, and then we gonna end with you. All right. Okay.
Where's volume at? Hank.
Thank you so much, Hank. Thank you for telling us everything, man. That's funny, man. We didn't hear it, but it was funny. Listen, we gonna get out of here, y'all. I'm so glad Hank closed out with those profound words. Those words were so profound. Fellas, thank y'all so much, man. It was another That's Funny to Me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Got some great information, man. We out of here, man. See y'all next week.